Beach for my Wednesday cold dip. It was a dip at 1:30 called midweek tune-up. There she be, Boulder Beach. It was pretty spicy and windy today, so that made it spicy and adventurous. The water's really choppy. I'm going by too fast for you to tell, probably. You can see the river out there. It's moving and grooving. But it was still a beautiful cold dip nonetheless. It was really, really nice. A couple people showed up. It's always interesting on these is that water out there moving and grooving? Look how choppy it is. Oh, I know we're moving so fast you can't tell, but usually that water's not really moving much. Like, you don't notice it. And usually when I'm driving through, it's a good indication to me of what I have in store for me. Excuse me, had a message there. I'll get back to you. It's an indication of what is in store for me with the way the water is moving. If it's choppy, you might as well go all the way up into your neck, because when it's choppy like that, you're going to get splashed up your back. So you might as well just be prepared for that and go in as far as you can go, because just know that it's going to go up your back, or wherever the heck you are standing, it's going to splash you up. So you just might as well be in as deep as you can. I was neck deep. I didn't dunk. You can see my hair is just still dry. I wasn't really feeling it. I just washed my hair, so, you know, there's that. Yeah. I got this new bar of soap to wash my hair with. I've never tried washing my hair with a bar of soap. It's specifically for hair, so I was curious to give that a try. I actually really like it. Really, really like it. Oh, see if you can see the water being released. Can you see that? Oh, you can't really. Oh. Gotta stay in my lane. I was trying to show you how much water they're releasing from the dam right now. Oh, can you see? Oh man, I was trying to give you a viewpoint, but it's long gone. It's behind us by this point. I gotta pay attention to driving. There's nobody behind us. We want to do the speed limit while talking to you, because I do not like getting a ticket, because then usually the insurance goes up, as we all know. And nobody likes getting in trouble, mostly, especially by the police. Respect for them, because they do a very vital job for us. And whatnot. People, I'll get back to you. Lots of messages coming my way. But yeah, tomorrow is April 4th, and it is the fourth portal or some crap. I can't remember all these details, but I'm really excited about it. You know, it's always fun. I like to be interested in spirituality type stuff, crystals, and hydration, and health, and, you know, trying to get yourself to the next level in this game of life, whatever this is that we're all doing out here in these streets on these days, on these Wild West days, and this Wild West life that we live in. I remember when it wasn't so Wild West like, but it feels like we live in the Wild Wild West these days. People are off the hook. You know, you're reading all kinds of or if you watch the news. I do not like to watch the news, although I did see about that serious earthquake that they had yesterday or this morning. Praying for all those people, man. I don't know what's happening in this world in these times. That is why I am on the forefront of attempting to find my own little ray of sunshine, or be the ray of sunshine, or find my little paradise, my little happy, sweet spot. Create it, make it for yourself. Yeah, I mean, I really would love to have my own home cold plunge tank. I was watching a show last night, and this lady just gets into her really sexy cold plunge tank that she had. She sat up in it instead of laying back. So that's the other thing is, I don't know if I want to lay down like that in the cold plunge, because I'm used to standing, obviously, which isn't a big deal, but if I had a freezer, I feel like it would be it would be higher up, and then the freezer has a lid. So I'm trying to weigh all these pros and cons to what to get for if I had a situation at home, but I don't right now. So that's why I utilize the river, because I am not letting the fact that I don't have a $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 cold plunge system at my house keep me from doing this. I utilize the river in my backyard. I saw the eagles when I was out cold dipping today, so it totally made it awesome and worth it, even though it was windy. And I was telling my people, whose idea was this? Even though clearly it was mine. I got these spring flowers. I got this crystal pendulum that I'm wearing. So I was trying to get it to absorb my energy and my vibrations. And then I was going to give you a little snippet of my swimsuit. Because you weren't out there, so I didn't get to show you. But I feel like it's a springy swimsuit with my springy vibe earrings and my pink glasses. Spring is in the air. And so I got the heater on, so it's not that bad actually. But I just got a little chill, a little shiver. The river's 42, no, actually it dropped. It was 42 yesterday, but because of the wind and whatnot, it has dropped to 41 degrees. And then with the temperature, it felt like 52 degrees, I think, 50 something degrees. Oh, 50, actually it was 50. I think it's 52, but with the wind, it was like 50 or something. You guys, I'll get back to you in just a second. My goodness, everybody and their mother is texting me right now. Which is nice to be so popular. Thank you. Anyway, spring is in the air. Things are blooming. I'm super excited. Life is coming back. Everything's coming back to life, I should say, plant-wise. And I'm a Northwest woman, so I love to see trees and life in all its glory. I am a river otter, river dog, whatever you want to call me. But I love the water, cold or warm, and I'm there. Outdoor activities, I'm adventurous. I like to do those things. Some things, not all things, but I try to be adventurous. I tell myself. I feel so amazing right now. You can see the weather. The weather that we had yesterday was beautiful. It was off the charts beautiful. It was still windy though, which wasn't fun. I don't like the wind so much, but we still had a good time. It was 72 degrees, a high of 72. It felt like summer. People probably thought my friends and I were probably a little crazy because, we had barely no clothes on at the river, and the river was still cold. We didn't go to Boulder Beach because that's not really fun to take the kids to. There's this little area where you can take your kids here in town. It's called Pine River, and it's fun for you and your kids. Usually, the water's not usually as high as it was yesterday, but because we are just coming out of winter. We're not getting out of winter because it's still cold, if you ask me. Spring is springing, but it's still cold. So we had to seize that day, that one day that we had. We had a beautiful opportunity to get out there and seize that beautiful weather. Instead of making excuses, we got out there and we did it. So we had a good time at the river with the kids, and got to get some socializing in too. So it was a twofer. Not all our friends could be there. They were there in our hearts, though. One of my friends just had a baby. I'm so excited for her. Cute little, precious, perfect little baby. So happy for her. Sending them wishes of happiness and vibes and good stuff because she's an awesome lady and I'm super excited for her. Been staying hydration station up in here with that alkaline water. I got this big, I want to say it's like a 12 or 18 pack. I don't remember exactly which, can't remember all these little tidbits, but it's a big pack from Costco, if that gives you any indication of how big it is, of alkaline water. And I really have been putting the effort into reaching for my alkaline water versus reaching for a Diet Cola. I don't know how I got started on this bad habit because before here recently, I have been a staunch water drinker. Yes, staunch. I've always liked water, and I like it in all variations, cold, ice. I've always been really good at drinking water, but these last couple of years, I kind of fell off of the water drinking bandwagon. I don't exactly know how or why this happened, but I just noticed that I reach for a Diet Cola more than I do water. It's just so much more satisfying to me, and it really quenches my sweet tooth. If I get one, I just have a Diet Cola, and yeah, I don't want to romanticize it. I don't. Look at my nails. I painted them. They look so cute. But I just, have an addiction to it, most likely. These things happen. There's worse things I've been addicted to. But that's neither here nor there. I'm trying to get healthy from the inside out. Keep my mind healthy. Drink lots of hydration, or keep myself hydrated and drink lots of water, and or more water. More water than I've been drinking. And I've been feeling better-ish, I want to say. less groggy maybe. So I definitely feel like, you know, water can improve your life in ways that you may not give much attention to because, you know, you say, oh, it's boring. And I like to add those little packets of chemicals and flavored shit into them. I don't know. Maybe they're not chemicals. They're probably healthy for you, right? You're right. Anyways, they're delicious regardless of whatever it is they put in that shit. It's delicious. I used to like to add those. Or they even have those little things that you can squirt into your waters. Those are mighty fine and tasty too, but then they're not because they have all these dyes in them and who the hell knows what. Okay, friends, I will text you back in a few minutes. So popular. You know, I'm just imagine that all those artificial colors and dyes and whatnot are probably not good for you. And so, like, if there's a way I can minimize these things that I put into my body so that I can get the one chemical activity that I do like my Diet Cola, and I will weed all those other things out just to make room for that one thing. But these days I am working towards being a better version of myself from the inside out. And I just want to feel better, honestly. You know, like, I'm tired of being tired. I'm tired of this and that and the other thing. We don't need to complain over here too much because this is a happy channel. But the thing is this, in all reality, sometimes you gotta tag team it in more ways than one. You know, I run, I cold dip, gotta get that water. I gotta drink that water and get that hydration. And we haven't been drinking still. Next month will be 9 months. May will be 9 months. Okay, from whatever August 18th is to May, whatever the math is, math in there. I think it's 9 months. I am really loving this no drinking lifestyle. We're home. We're home. It really doesn't affect me, neither here nor there, if I drink or not. Although there are times where I feel weakened. I feel weakened by the thought of, and I don't want to romanticize any drinks I like, as I was telling some of my peoples, but there are drinks that I have enjoyed and had a good time with. I'm not going to talk about which ones. Maybe tequila is one of my favorites. It's an upper, that's why. But the thing is this, I feel so much better with the life choices I'm making, and I have very little guilt, which I love because I don't like doing things that make me feel like shitty about myself. The most important thing I think is to minimize things that make you feel like shit. And there's a good quote. Promote what you love rather than bashing what you hate. And that applies to yourself also, because I don't know what kind of self-talk you have in your head, but there have been days in my life where the self-talk in my head has been less than stellar. Like, I could talk to a stranger nicer than I talk to myself. But it's also equally important that you are kind to yourself, that you aren't sitting there calling yourself names or saying cruel, hurtful things to yourself. People send me hateful messages. They just do. And I'm like, thanks for that, I guess. But you can just go ahead and keep that for yourself, you shitty ass person. They do. They spare no expense to send me shitty ass messages. I remember when that used to affect me and offend me, and it no longer has that power over me. I know I'm far from perfect. Believe me, all these chins, you know, all my forgetful memory, you know, my salty ass ways, not perfect up in here. Believe it. I go to the river, the cold river, to tune myself up so that I don't tune other people up. Well, I still tune them up, but maybe not as much. I've actually had a really good past couple of months where I've had less confrontations with people, and because sometimes if you act a fool in my presence, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything, I will tune you up. It's Spokane. It's buck wild up in these parts, man. People be acting a fool. I was at a park one time and this guy started hitting his dog, and I fucking tuned his ass up because I'm like, nah. Yeah. It wasn't fun. It wasn't pleasant. It wasn't a good time. But there again, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. And you know, it's just one of those situations where I wasn't just going to sit there and watch him beat his dog's ass. Like, I don't think so, bro. If I had mace on me, I probably would have maced him. But he stopped, thankfully. We were at a park with kids and stuff. I was like, I didn't go there to see that shit. Anyways, I better calm down. I'm starting to get a little escalated. That's the whole point of cold dipping, is to calm myself down in my Wild West ways, too. Anyways, sometimes I try to be all love and light. Most of the time I try to be all love and light, but I'm not perfect. We do the best we can. We tune ourselves up over here. We acknowledge that sometimes we just need to be tuned up. We do the best we can. Thanks for coming home with me on this cold dip drive home. Even though I didn't film any of me cold dipping, I did take pictures while I was out there with me and my peoples. You know, when I'm out there with my peoples, One of my main priorities, other than staying safe, is, you know, not putting other people's business out there on blast unless they give me the permission to do that. Okay, my goodness. People are, I'm grateful. Anyways, long story short, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for you watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sorry I couldn't take you out on my cold dip adventure today, but like I said, when I'm with my peeps, got to maintain their privacy and be respectful and whatnot, unless they give me, we just talk about things that not everybody should hear. Yeah, our ears only. What happens at Boulder Beach stays at Boulder Beach. That's right. It's a shore day, baby. Anywho, on that note, thank you so much for sparing this 15 minutes of your life to this crazy ass cold dipper right here who is bettering herself in your presence. Take it or leave it. Well, to the next adventure. Thanks for joining. Peace out, yo. Mwah. Love you. Bye.